What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, Cowboy Carter is trending on social media, blowing up YouTube. It is everywhere, right? Everybody from the vice president to Elmo, Sesame Street to the dictionary, Netflix, everybody is showing Beyonce so much love, dressing up in their cowboy hats and saluting Mrs. Carter, who is now the best selling artist digitally worldwide. Congratulations to Beyonce. She put in the work. Her work ethic is unmatched. She said that she created this album specifically because she didn't feel welcomed and she didn't like how she was being treated when she performed at the Country Music Awards with the Dixie Chicks, now called the Chicks. But I remember that performance. It was way back in 2016, and she was performing her song Daddy Lessons. And I just remember, you could see the people in the audience, their reactions. So Beyonce did what what Beyonce does, right? She says, always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper. And so she put pen to paper and got to work. One thing that I love about Beyonce is that she is truly a musical genius. She has put together this magnificent, fantastic, I was trying to say magnificent, fantastic together, work of art, right? This whole collection of a musical tribute to country artists from the past, the present. She's incorporated, Miley Cyrus, Post Malone, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton actually went on The Daily Show back when Trevor Noah was the host, and she wrote a book with James Patterson. But he asked her about, of course, her being a musical country music icon, right? That's two things that Dolly Parton is known for. She's so generous. I love Dolly Parton. But she said that she would love to see Beyonce cover Jolene. She said that she would love to see her take one of her little songs. Those are her words, but of course we know that they're juggernauts in the music industry. But she said, I would love to see her take one of my little songs like Whitney Houston did with I Will Always Love You and make it a powerhouse hit. Well, of course, what Miss Dolly wants, Miss Dolly gets. She says, wow, I just heard Jolene. Beyonce is giving that girl some trouble and she deserves it. Love Dolly P. And I love that, right? I love her sense of humor. Of course, if you guys know anything about Dolly Parton, she is such a philanthropist. She is generous. She is warm and just down to earth. But, she gives so many, books and scholarships to, I think, her employees at Dollywood, which is a musical park in Tennessee where she lives. But she has this, she's a champion for literacy rates. And she always, has thousands of books that she has given to children throughout decades. I mean, her, generosity truly is unmatched in that genre. So the fact that, Beyonce covered Jolene, and if you guys listen to Beyonce's Jolene is a warning, right? So Dolly Parton, she says, Jolene, I'm begging you not to take my man. You're so beautiful with auburn, locks of hair. Beyonce said, Jolene, this is a warning. I've raised them kids and my man. We've been together for 20 years. She called her a bird. And she said, shoot your shot with somebody else because this man is taken, okay? She was dragging Becky with the good hair. One more again for the one time, right? She said, one more time for the one time, just in case you didn't catch it on Lemonade. Let me spin the block and drag you up and down Cowboy Carter. But no, I really enjoyed this, from Texas Hold'em, everybody's the line dance to, 16 carriages. I mean, just her whole collective body of work is outstanding. So I'm so proud of her. I'm not the only person though, right? Like I said, she's been getting shout outs from Netflix to Elmo, Cookie Monster. They all dressed up. But The most prominent that I've seen is Vice President Kamala Harris. So she says, Beyonce, thank you for reminding us to never feel confined to other people's perspective of what our lane is. You have redefined a genre and reclaimed country music's Black roots. Your music continues to inspire us all. And then, of course, someone else in the comments, Danny, she put exactly Kamala with Beyonce shooting a gun. But this is one of the best things I think I've seen in a long time for a couple reasons, right? One, we have our first Black vice president, our first female vice president in the history of our country, congratulating our most prominent, artist. I would argue that Beyonce is probably the greatest entertainer in our lifetime, right? Outside of maybe Michael Jackson, who passed away in 2009, I believe. But for her to say, congratulations, Beyonce, you are reclaiming country music's Black roots. I love that. And this is from her official, this is even like from, her handle, Kamala Harris, that she used when she was a senator. This is from her VP handle. This is going to go down in the archives of our nation's history. So I'm just really proud of, Beyonce, everything that she's accomplished. I love it. I think that her being the best-selling artist, or the best-selling, artist that digitally worldwide, is amazing. She keeps breaking records well into her 40s, and nobody else deserves it more. So one thing too I love about this album is she says it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album, right? So she mixes so many genres together, and people who are, I guess, in their feelings about, saying that, oh, this is appropriation, or no, like our VP said, she's reclaiming Black roots of country music. Black people essentially invented and discovered country music. And she is just reclaiming that. And she put her own style on it. And I love that. She said if she was first going to put this out before she put out Renaissance, but it just didn't fall that way. But I'm really looking forward to Act 3, because as we all know, this is part of a 3-act collective. So part 1, Renaissance, that was dedicated to the dance hall genre. Then we have part 2, Act 2, which is country. And it's rumored that Act 3 is going to be rock and roll. We don't know that for sure, because some people were saying that it might be blues as a dedication to Blue Ivy. So I don't know. I'm excited. I wouldn't even be surprised if it wasn't rap with her husband, but who knows? So NPR, they wrote a very long article. I'm not going to read all of it, but I will say that she did take inspirations in regards to her visuals from films like Five Fingers, For Marseille, Urban Cowboy, The Hateful Eight, Space Cowboys, The Harder They Fall, which Netflix is, promoting on their social media, and Killers of the Flower Moon, which the movie just came out. It was nominated for an Oscar this past year. But I love the fact that she, shouts out the Chitlin Circuit as well on her album, which is very impressive, right? Going back to the Jew joints and, all of the Black underground music that wasn't promoted in mainstream media back then. That's how Tyler Perry actually got his start, right? He was doing plays before he got into television and movies, but he was doing stage plays on the Chitlin Circuit. So all these callbacks to our Black roots and the fact that our Black vice president, the first ever in history, is shouting out Beyonce for doing that. I just think it's a phenomenal cultural moment. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts on Cowboy Carter. What is your favorite song? I have many. Daughter is one, Two Hands to Heaven, beautiful, with Miley Cyrus. Texas Hold'em, 16 Carriages. Those are two of my favorites as well. I have to be honest, I haven't listened to the entire thing yet, but I'm working on it. But I wanted to bring this I wanted to bring this to you guys. Desert Eagle is also a really good one. Protector. She just has so many. Beyonce's mind. I mean, she's so creative, and I do. I love the way her mind works. I feel like she's a musical genius. But um, she reminds me a lot of Prince before he passed. I don't know if she plays all of her instruments by hand like he did, but the fact that she does like, vocal layering, her voice in and of itself is an instrument. Um, but I love the fact that she is crossing musical genres. I hope that she chooses like to do them all, right? We would love a rock album and a blues album and girl, cover them all. Um, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know your favorite song from the album if you've listened to them all. I'm working my way through it. But congratulations again to Mrs. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter for all of her hard work over her lifetime. Getting shout outs from, our vice president to everyone, Linda Carter, she was like from one Mrs. Carter to another, Wonder Woman. She says she was so proud of Beyonce. Everybody is. I know I am. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.